Hello, Namaskar, and very good afternoon to all the viewers watching NCRT's live interactive session. This is Simran Singh, and you have all connected with us through eVidya channel number 6 to 12. Besides this, you can all watch the live stream or the live telecast of this particular session on our YouTube channel that you all know. It's NCERT official. And viewers, you have connected with us through eVidya channels or NCRT official. If you have any of the queries, then there are different mediums through which you can reach out to us. One of them is our contact number flashing on your screens. In case of doubts, feel free to give us a call at 8800440559. And also you can reach out to us at training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in, and all the queries regarding the 5 days online training program will be answered, will be addressed and responded to only at this mail ID. And once again, a very warm welcome to all our viewers in the 5 days online training program on developing e-content for teaching and learning of science. So whenever we talk about science, it's practical applications, they come along, they are interlinked, or I should say intricately intertwined. And science, or maybe understanding science with the help of real life examples, with practical understanding, with virtual labs, with experimentation, or sometimes with gamification, makes it even more interesting. We all know that access to quality education is the right of every child, and here we are discussing at length about developing e-content for the teaching and learning of science. So let us quickly have a look at our screens in order to understand the 5 days training programs and the topics that we have covered. So it's the third day of the online training program. On day 1, we discussed at length about e-content for teaching and learning of science and the policy recommendations, the concept, need and scope associated with it. The second day, it was yesterday, and we had a detailed discussion about the process of developing e-content for teaching and learning of science. And today, as we just mentioned, that we are going to bifurcate science into 3 different subjects for all of you. So we are going to discuss about developing e-content for teaching and learning of biology. Tomorrow the same goes around for physics, and day after tomorrow, that is the concluding day of the 5 days online training program, it will be 29th of September. We are going to discuss about developing e-content for teaching and learning of chemistry. So by the end of the training program, you will be quite thorough with the different contents that we are covering, and for the different subjects of science, and towards the later segment of the program, I will be informing you more about our post session activity and about our quiz. Also viewers, let me introduce you to the guest for our today's program. In the conversation through online modality, we have with us Dr. Yash Paul Sharma sir. Namaskar sir.
Namaskar Simranji.
We welcome you in the conversation. Sir is currently serving as Assistant Professor from Central University of Kerala, Kasaragod, Kerala. And sir, a very warm welcome to you. And without any further delays, let's begin the conversation, understand more about developing e-content for teaching and learning of science, and predominantly about biology.
So thank you very much Simran, and my namaskar to all of you once again. So today we will be discussing the development of content for teaching and learning biology. So I will be dividing my session into 3 parts. The first, we will go through the what is content and different type content that we have, and you will see that what's the difference while we using these content for teaching learning process, and might be we will be encountering with some new type of content, and we will using some apps and simulations. The second part that we are going to, that we see some of the content in biology that you can make curate for your own purposes, and the final session definitely we are going to content some of the content, development of the content specifically relevant to the biology subject. So let's start, because this content development, definitely you all are developer right now, that we are clicking a large number of photos, recording large number of videos, and sharing even more large number of content. Sometimes even we don't know the amount of content that we are sharing on different social media websites and portals and apps, specifically the WhatsApp and all. But being a good creator of the content, some basic skills need to be developed, and some of the things that you should be encountered while see that the different type of content and their file type, which is very important actually. Okay, and we'll also see that sometime that we are sharing the content, So what type of content that we need to share as per the need of the learner? So let's start. First, we have the document type of content, and definitely all of we are dealing with a large number of document type of content, whether it's in the form of PDF, or in the form of EPUB, or in the form of some presentations. Right now, this is the PPT presentation. You can see it's all form of the one of the content. But how the one content is different from the other? It is technically defined by the file extensions. So for example, I have mentioned some of the file extensions, like for .pdf is for the PDF, then doc, then PPT, XLS, and EPUB, and also the open source that we have the ODT. Okay, because why important to know about these file extensions while developing the content? So for example, we are going to develop a video. Okay, so definitely to create a video, one is to capture the video. This is a different thing. To edit that video, when you are going to edit that video, it means that video software, editing software, recognize some of the file extensions and not the others. Okay, sometimes we develop the content on PPT and we wanted to edit that as a video. Okay, so PPT is a file extension .ppt is definitely your video editing tool will not be taking that directly that PPT, that you need to convert into some other file format which is acceptable to that editing software. Like maybe you are converting that into images, or maybe you rendering that PPT into video. It means you are changing the file extensions. So that's why this is the very first skill that one should you acquire for developing the content. So in document type of content, these type of some of I have mentioned because there is a large number of extensions are available over there. So some of that we are daily encountering that we have entered over there. And here, if you see that EPUB, it's very interactive type of content also. Then we have the image type of content, and definitely you are clicking a large number of photos on daily basis, and you are also sharing, as I said earlier. So in few of the file extensions for JPG, that for image, I have mentioned that JPG, PNG, TIFF, SVG. So what's the difference? So for example, in biology, you wanted to create some content in biology. So you wanted an image, which, say for example, image of the digestive system. What you want that image, it should be stretched to the maximum. You can zoom that image and you can see the pancreas. So what type of image that you are looking for? Definitely all these are images you can search from the internet. What exactly you are looking for? So it means if you wanted to be stretchable to the maximum, you are looking for .svg, scalable vector graphic image. Sometime I want that, I want to use the image of this hand, but I want that only hand be there, not that rectangular or circular shape and hand is over there. So what you are looking for? Okay, that you need to know. And it means you are looking for this PNG, portable network graphic image, which is a superimposive image, just like the logos that we have. When you download any logo from the internet, it might be looking like that a square type of logo. Okay, but when you paste that logo anywhere, it's just only circle be visible and not other thing. It means I'm looking for that PNG image. Say for example, image of the face or the hands, only face should be there, not that rectangular face. So this type, that's why we need to know the image file extension and how we can change it. We will also see that. Then we have the audio type of content, and audio type of content, it definitely is usually you can listen that content. And I have mentioned a few of the file extensions like MP3, BAVE, and AEC. Actually, I have also been encountering some time issue on these file extensions. So for example, at this point of time in audio content, this highly acceptable file format is .mp3. Okay, so when you are recording the audio with your mobile phone, because when we are creating that content at home and individually, we don't have that all setup of the audio. As I'm also, when I am developing the content, my personal content, I'm using only audio to record my voice. But if you change in the setting that I only need .mp3, then you will get only .mp3. Because in my case, like developing the content in virtual reality, most of the online portal, they accept only .mp3 file. If I don't know the file extension, then I'm uploading that file, they won't accept. I'm uploading that file, won't upset. So definitely that type of troubleshoot is there. So first you should know what is the file extension is acceptable, and accordingly you can change or record in that format only. Then we have the video type of content. Video, directly we are recording a large number of video. Might be we are developing or creating our own video by mixing the images and the audio. Okay, there are many things which you can do. So some of the file extensions that I've mentioned for video. Currently, the high definition, if you see, it's a file extension for .mp4. Then we have the .mov file, FLV, AVC, SD, AVI, BEM. Different file formats are there. Now, what's the difference among them? So, for example, you are sharing one video with your students, a file, video file, not YouTube video. So if the video is of 30 minutes video in HD format, the video files size, I think it's around 300 to 500 MB. Okay. And if I know that my learner don't have any big devices to see that HD video, so then what's the fun of sending that much amount of file size to our learners? So that we can convert into the different file files like BEM. If you convert that into BEM, so definitely the resolution will be low because they have to see on their mobile phone. It's enough for that. And then the file size will be downgraded to about 5 to 10 MB. So accordingly, some portals which are accepting only specific file types. For example, Diksha, I believe it's only accepting that .mp4 file. And if you are creating content for Diksha, so definitely you need to know that the file extension should be the file .mp4. Otherwise, you again need to rework on it. Then we have the interactive type of content. And in interactive content of type of content where actually technical interaction is possible, that like action and reaction. So for example, I am hovering my mouse on this so for example desktop, and you can see the mouse is hovering over there. So this interaction we are talking about. So the content, we will also see some of the interactive content over here, and we can also actually develop the interactive content in today's session. So the file type in interactive, it's a depend upon the software or the portal that we use to develop the software. Okay, because when you create a video, you know this is a video. There is a nothing possibility of anything to do. Is once you run the video, you run the video. Stop the video, you stop the video. There is no interactivity in it. Okay, technical interactivity I'm talking about. Okay, so then, but this interactive content is basically multimedia content. Multimedia. So for example, it has an image, it's a video, it's a document, all content may be put together and we can make one interactive content. So it means we need to maintain the sanctity of each file extension at that portal. Okay, so for example, you are editing a video, you have an image. Okay, you put that image into editing software, and after rendering that image with audio or some others, that will be converted into other file extension, which is .mp4. It's a video. Okay, no, the sanctity of that image has gone, but in interactive content we have to maintain the sanctity of all the content together. So that's why we call it some multimedia content. And definitely it's only possible if we use that software to render that content. I have taken two examples, like when you are developing the content with the GeoGebra. So if you are sharing that content to someone else, you definitely require the GeoGebra software to run that content, because only GeoGebra software can read that .ggv file extension. Okay, like your .mp4 extension can only be read by any video rendering software and not the audio rendering software. Okay, so likewise H5P, if you have make some content on the H5P, if you are sending that content to someone, so definitely to edit or to see that content, they require H5P. In what's the good thing in interactive content, that they give us more some more extensions. Okay, like they can generate one URL. So I will share that URL, you can see the content. You don't need to render that content through any software or any app. Okay, likewise, for example H5P, I can directly send to the link, or maybe I'm getting that HTML code. Okay, you embed that as HTML code anywhere, your content will be sitting over there, and it has benefit over the other type of content. Like if I share video of 500 MB video to you, it means the 500 MB the data has to be go, and the 500 GB of the space has to be occupied by that content. But in case of we are embedding that HTML code, only that code is need to be embedded. All the content, this interactive content is actually sitting on the portal where you have made it. So this is one of the good thing that if you compare with the other type of content. Then we have this immersive type of content. So immersive, if you go through the name, that what is immersive. So if you see that type of content with proper gadgets, you feel that immersion. Okay, you feel to be part of the content. So in immersive, we have mainly three type of content, we can say, which is the augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality type of content. And I hope so you have gone through this type of content. Otherwise we will have demonstrations also that will see what is augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality type of content, that we'll see in the coming when we in the second part when we do some of the content. So this is my first part of the session, where we have discussed the different type of file type. Okay, so these file types we actually need for the content development. So now let's go to the to see and to feel some of the immersive content in the second part of the session. So let's move to us, and we will also go through some of the website that I have mentioned over there. So we will also see that how useful these websites and content for you. Okay, so this is the National Geographic Kids website. So here they have the different type of content that's regarding the games, videos, animations, puzzles, text, a large number of content which is available over there. So let's see some of the content from here. Okay, so like these puzzle games are here regarding the habitat. So we can see that one. And definitely you can also create this type of content. We will go to H5V for the development of some of the content. So definitely you must have played this type of games, but this is for the educational purpose, where you can actually put that content, and then this puzzle you have to solve accordingly. Okay, so likewise, you can also go through these websites which are freely available, because whatever we are discussing over here, it's either free or will be available as open source. Second, this is very important actually, because now, so for example, we have discussed the different type of content. We have seen the images. Definitely, we are using that one. Sometimes we are, drawing that images on the whiteboard or on the blackboard. Then video we have used. So some of the content that is highly engaged, that should also be used, and which is freely available. And definitely in the first session, you have stated that what NEP has said about the e-content. So it has talked about that we should use these virtual labs, and also Simran has introduced that part also. So here is the one of the portal which is most of the content is free actually to study over here. This is a zygote body. Okay, so here the common menu is here. You can change whether male or female. Accordingly, you can change the body. Like you are looking for adult male or adult female. So accordingly, which body you want to explore, accordingly you can change. Okay, let it open. And in this menu you can explore the different layers of the body. Okay, like the muscular layer, you can see the skeletal layer, you can see the different type of nerves, you can see or whatever it is written over there. If you goes there, so for example, this is the first layer. Okay, so now you can see the first layer, you can zoom in, zoom out accordingly. And then you can remove that outer muscles of the body. You can also zoom this part. From here also the menu is here, you can zoom in, zoom out. Okay, you can drag it to any side, and slowly you can see that you are able to see the different uh, other organs and the muscles. Just click on this on left side portal. Okay, so now we are reaching that vein system that we have, arteries and veins. So you can zoom in. So now see, if you compare this type of content with the images as video, so definitely this is the interactive content, and it's a really a very good content. Okay, and it's on your pace that at what time you wanted to keep it over there. Okay, so accordingly you can also explore this type of content. You can zoom in as much as, and you can see the structure of the brain over here. And you click on the part, and then it will show that which type of content is or which part of the body or which organ of the body is this one is. Okay, so second, this is also one of the interactive content, and definitely we are going to develop such type of content. Say for example, the different parts of the plant. So you can drag it here, and let one we try to see, it will not be selected over there if you put some wrong, and put it in the root, and this is in the flower, and then you can check this one. Okay, so this is what we call is the interactive type of content. So that we were talking about this augmented and virtual reality, I would like to show you some of the freely content which is available in augmented and virtual reality. So you can see, so for example, this is one of the augmented reality app which is freely available. So you can see all these type of content. Specifically, see, currently if you see in biology, this dissection of the frog is almost banned is everywhere. Okay, so because this is the most of the one of the preliminary part to get into the medical education, but now it's banned because of various obvious reasons. So what, by using this augmented reality, you can actually dissect a frog. So let's try to dissect this frog. So let this start activity, and then let's go to the internal anatomy. Okay, so because this is an augmented reality and you need to scan your surface area, so it will show you there. So you can see I have set up my table on my floor. This is my floor actually. So it has both written content and voice navigation also, that you can click on that this is speaker button, and you will be able to listen to the volume. So now you can see that I have set up that you can see this is a practical part, and I have set that all dissections over there. So now first you need to select the appropriate tool to mark on the what part you need to dissect. Okay, so click on marker, and you will see it will mark the path that at this part you need to cut. Then make skin deep insertions. So definitely for that purpose you really need this razor. So cut it where you have put that mark. Okay, now move the skin flap with the help of forceps. Click on the forceps. Now fix the skin flaps with the help of pins. Click on the pins. Now cut through the muscles with the help of scissor. Click on the scissor and you will cut that muscles. No need to move these flaps with the help of forceps. And we need to fix this with the help of pins. So click on the pins. Okay, so now we need to pick the organs one by one. Let me go close a bit. Okay, so first put the liver. Now we need to put the heart on the tray, but heart is attached with the other arteries and veins, so we need to cut them first. Cut with the scissors. Now put that heart to the tray. Now one by one you can put the gallbladders. Now intestine. Okay, and then you need to pick the stomach. Then go for the large intestine. Then some of the fat bodies, because these are the important part in frog. Two fat bodies are there. Now come to the lung, and first we need to cut that lungs free. Now we need to pick the lung with the help of forceps, and finally we need to have the kidneys. Okay, so this way we can perform the complete dissection. You can see that we have performed the complete dissection even without cutting the actual frog, but we have performed it with the help of augmented reality. So in augmented reality we can say the content is part of our systems, okay, our environment. Actually, see, I have performed all this activity while sitting in my room in my home, but you see that it was a feeling that I was actually dealing with that frog in the laboratories. In the same sense, we have the virtual reality. Virtual reality means the content which is virtually available. If you see that with the head mounted devices like HMD boxes or beer box, you feel that you are part of the content. So this is what we call is augmented and virtual reality. And the mixed reality means that it's a combination of both augmented and virtual reality, that you are inside the simulations and you are interacting with that part which is available over there, which is called the virtual reality. So now let's move towards our third session, which is the development of the content, or third part of this session, which is the development of the content. So for development of the content, we will definitely try with H5P to develop the biology content. So for example, I wanted to first, I will start with this content. Okay, the content is just in front of you. So for this, what I require? Definitely I require an image. Okay, and then because for this only image is required, and other things you can write all this menu in the H5P itself. But image, you can see the image is actually matching with the background. Okay, so it means I have that PNG image you can download. I have just taken one photograph with my mobile phone from outside before this session, so that we can also see that first we need to convert that image, that's definitely the JPG, into PNG. And since now this is the time of the AI, definitely you are using the many software, I believe, for any purpose. Actually, everyone is who has having the smartphone, they are using the AI in one or the other way. Sometimes we don't know what AI is and how it's working. Okay, so we will also go one of the such portal to see that how you can convert your image into that uh, PNG. So for example, this is the image that I have just taken. You can see this is the image of the pot with the plant. Just I have taken outside with the camera in portrait mode. So first we will convert that into PNG, so that all the background and the other stuff which is not required, that can be removed. So there is a one portal that I'm frequently using. This one is the remove.bg. So it remove almost what is not required in that image, and then convert that into beautiful PNG. So we don't need any skill in this in this, but we actually need to know that how you can do it. Now you can see that it has removed all that part very beautifully. And since you because since CIT we have many graphic artists there, you can ask them that how much time it will take to remove that background. Okay, but just in a one click you can remove that background if it's not required. Just in the case, for example, I was talked about that hand image, you require hand image. And even in case you find out that rectangular image, just come here, upload, and you will get that background will be removed from there, and now you can download this image from here. Likewise, I did with the this image also, which is available with me. Okay, so let's come to the development part now, H5P. So first you need to log in to the H5P, okay, which is a freely available portal, and I have logged in with my account. So when you logged in, so you will be actually coming at your account. Okay, so let it come to over here. So this is my account. Okay, so here you can go for the tryout H5P, and you can make a large number of content over here. But now which content we are trying? Okay, so this is a drag and drop content that we are creating right now. Okay, so first give any title, say for example different parts of a plant. Okay, so this is my title. So you need to upload that image. Just click over there, and you can have that image. Oh, sorry, this is that image. Okay, so you upload that image, and then this is the two part only. One, you need to upload that image, and the second is to assign that task. Okay, so let to go to first assign to task. When then we will see the resolution of the image, how it is look like, then we can change accordingly. So now it's a bit distorted, you can say. So come at the first step and change that uh, size over here. So let it be 600, almost same. No, it's look bit good, you can see that. Okay, So I have given this part in the PPT and then convert that image into JPG. Okay, then convert into PNG. So that you know it very well how can do it in the PowerPoint presentation. So now I need to give them the drag and drop markers. So first you can give the drop zone that where you wanted to drop that image. Okay, so give it a say for example this is the leaf. Okay, so done. So this is the leaf, so I need to put it over here, that this is the leaf. Second drop zone is, which is the flower. Okay, so flower is here. I wanted that it should come here. You can adjust this one accordingly. Then third is stem. You come here. Okay, then fourth is fruit. You come here. And fifth, roots. You come here. Now the second part is we need to have that text. So we will go for the text. So leaf. One thing we can do, we can beautify this text also. Say for example, we can make it bold and change the size also. Okay, other maybe you can make it will colored like red color. So we have flower. Accordingly, you change what you wanted to change. And you can simultaneously, you can also select this drop zone. Otherwise, we can also do it later, but it's up to you that if you wanted to do, you can do it right now, because that's very important that we can do in the third stage also. But here we can also do drag it accordingly. Sorry, this is not a flower. Okay, so flower is here. Okay, so then the leaf was there, so we will also match the leaf accordingly so that it will be available over there. Okay, or anyway we will kept it here and we will map it with that one. And then stem. And map it with the drop zone stem. Then roots. And then fruit. And map it with the fruit. That will only be corrected when it placed on the fruit marker. Okay. So now let's check once again if we have mapped all these things. So that's flower. We have mapped with the flower. This is a leaf that we have mapped with the leaves. This is a stem. We have mapped with the stem. And then this is a root. We have mapped with the roots. And then this is a fruit and we have already mapped it. Now this second part is study. Okay. So now let's try it. If any change need to be done, that we can do it again by editing. So let's see. We will also come to this part also, but let first we need to try it. What happens over there? So if we have mapped correctly or not. So this is a flower. This is a leaf. This is a stem. Uh, this is a root, and this is a fruit. And now we can check. Okay, so we have some problem somewhere. So let me check with this one. So come to the task. Okay. So now we need to map it with the that we have mapped the this target sorry that written part with the target. Now we need to map it with the that part also. So one by one we will do it. So one we did with the leaf. Now we need to map with the flower. We need to map with the stem and with the fruit and with the roots. So now we will check again. Because this content development is actually a very tedious process. When you develop one video, you have to gone through the several times checking every bit and byte of that video. So accordingly, it's the same process is here. So this is the flower, this is the leaf, this is the stem, this is the roots, and this is the fruit. So now we will check it. Still, I think some mistake we have done. Let me check it further. If I missed something. Let me demap.
And with that, I would like to inform all our viewers that in the conversation we still have 10 minutes left. So you can raise your queries, your questions in the comment section of our YouTube channel, that is NCRT Official. It's the third day of our online training program on developing e-content for teaching and learning of science. Predominantly today we are talking about the subject biology. Yeah, sir. Do we have it there? Viewers, you can also give us a call at our contact number, that's 8800 or you can reach out to us through our mail ID, that is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. Let me apprise you once again that it's a 5 days online training program for all of you, and today it's the third day. That means we have covered 3 topics and we are about to cover the third topic, and for the upcoming 2 days as well we are going to discuss at length on how to develop e-content for teaching and learning of physics, and the same goes for another subject, that is chemistry.
Okay, so we are here finally. Actually, I have that disliked one part. So we are finally did that part. So basically, as I said that because in content development, we are going many a time back and forth here and there. So that actually. So likewise, you can check that we have developed this type of content. We will go through one more content quickly, that where you can make the video interactive. So for example, you might be showing the video from the various resources. Okay, like most probably we are using that YouTube. Okay, so how to make that video interactive in H5P? We will do that. So for example, I have chosen this of the one of the particular video for you from the biology. So it's a life cycle of the mosquito. Okay. So for example, you are showing this video, or maybe you have your own videos and you wanted to ask some questions and make it interactive, that when you see a part of the video, now you want to ask that question, the question will come out over there, pop out there, and the video will be stopped. The learner has to answer over there and you can continue that video.
To drink nectar, fruit juices, and honeydew. Only a pregnant mosquito will bite humans, seeking nutrients from blood to nourish her.
Okay, so for example, this video wanted to be interactive. So here come out, try out H5P, and so interactive video is here. Just click on this one. In H5P, the content development is same across what type of content you want to develop. Likewise, we have developed that parts of the plant. So the same type of menus and buttons are there. So here you give the title, that's a life cycle of mosquito. Interactive video. Okay, so first you need to put that video over here. You can directly upload the video from here if you have. It's a 16 MB video you can upload, and otherwise you can directly give the URL for that video. And
We're developing eggs.
Let's have the URL of that video.
So you
Because,
are discussing certain
will be
important
taking the
details,
time.
but due to paucity of time, I'll have to request you to please conclude your words.
Okay, so then we insert that video and then come to the interaction part. At what part of the video you want to do that interaction? So for example, I was asking that question somewhere here, that it asked that only that female mosquito bite the humans. Now you have all this interactivity over here. You can type the text, you can make a table, you can make a link on it, image, and multiple choice questions, true and false. Okay, so that's this true and false. So you want to pass that video at time? Definitely I wanted to pass that video. Okay, so label, it's a label 1. Say for example, I'm giving the label 1, and then the question. Okay, so it's a true and false question. That only female mosquito bite to humans. Okay, so if it's a true, you click on true. If it's a false, you click on false. So definitely it's a true answer, and then just save. Okay, now we will see that interactivity because it's here. You can see that mark has been put over there. So I will be
Sir,
drag
I
that
think
video
that
so that
the
Blood,
viewers
quickly
can
nourish,
we
will be able
blood,
to see the
nourish.
video by themselves.
what, ma'am?
The viewers might be able to see the video by themselves because we have to wrap up the conversation. We have the last 4 minutes left.
Okay, okay, just a few.
They're developing eggs.
Okay, so like when we reach over there and click one and give the answer that this is a true and this is a done. Okay, so in this way we can make the interactive content almost in any subject, but we have taken that part from the biology. So let me recapitulate, and if you have any question in the meantime, you can put it over there so that you can answer your questions. So we have divided our session into three parts. First, we have gone through the different type of content which is available and the file extension. As I said earlier, that this is the first skill that you require to find out the file extension of that content. Okay. And the second part, we discuss the different type of content which is freely available that we discussed, including that augmented reality. And finally, we develop some of the content specifically in biology by using this H5P. And that content you can, I said,
Viewers, there is an important piece of information that is flashing on your screens, and you may kindly read it out. I'll say it aloud for all of you, that as you all know that for the academic year 2023 to 2024, NCERT textbooks are widely available all across the country, and you may purchase them directly from the different sales counters of NCERT that are currently located at New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Kolkata and Guwahati. Also, you can place an order online for these particular textbooks, and in case if you would like to download them in the PDF or the soft copy version, it is also possible through different mediums, one of them being Diksha platform, another one ePathshala website, also NCERT's official mobile application. To explore more about it, feel free to connect with us and explore the official website of NCERT, that is www.ncert.nic.in. And sir, thank you so much for connecting with us and sharing the valuable inputs and insight regarding how we can create different types of e-content for biology. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the viewers who have connected with NCERT for this particular live interactive session. Do not go anywhere because next up we have our special program of Sahyog for all of you, where we try to provide guidance for mental well-being and psychosocial support to all the students, all the viewers who keep on connecting with us in the different programs that we conduct throughout the day. And also viewers, once we complete our 5 days online training program, we have our post-session activity, the quiz link, that will be uploaded on our website on 29th of September, the concluding day for the program. So keep watching Evidya channels. Take very good care of yourself. This was Simran Singh taking a leave of you. Namaskar.